Before President Trump took off for Louisville today, he challenged reports that he had walked back his position on gun sale background checks. Those reports came after a call with the NRA president yesterday.
The topic of background checks has been in the forefront now since the president called for more meaningful checks after the shootings in El Paso and Dayton. Well, Eyewitness News' Amanda Mueller is here now with reaction from local gun owners on this.
That's right. And today the president pushed back on claims that he is caving to the NRA, telling the press, quote, "I don't think I've changed positions at all. We're working on background checks. There are things we can do, but we have already very serious background checks." Legislation addressing gun violence is expected to be addressed when Congress reconvenes. As lawmakers in Washington continue to wrestle with the topic, I wanted to see how people in the tri-state feel about background check legislation.
I don't think America has a gun problem. I think America has a people problem.
No matter what people think is behind gun violence, it's clear that everyone wants a solution.
Honestly, the biggest thing is gun safety. That's what most people come in here and talk about.
Those who want to purchase a firearm are already subject to background checks by the FBI.
The background check can have three options. It can either have a proceed, which means they're good to go. It means there's a delayed, so there's like maybe multiple names out there of the same person that they have to do more research on, or there's a denied.
Background checks. I think that's a good thing if it can prevent what happened a couple weeks ago. But I'm not for gun control.
Despain says they mostly deal with good people, but they have had a few instances of people trying to buy guns for others.
Those straw purchases that we were seeing, and we had to stop, and it ended up we did the right thing, and it did all work out properly.
And as the president and Congress debate background checks and gun control in Washington.
I think they're a necessary thing. I think we need to expand them and strengthen them.
The discussion continues in towns like ours across America.
I think it's our right, you know, and I'll always feel that way.
That it's time.
The earliest any legislation could be considered is September, when Congress is back in session. And so far, terminology around what the legislation could be has been very vague.